How you feeling? I guess that's like the weekly question, just to start.
Yeah, still same motto, just taking one day at a time. Keep trusting my body. Every week I feel like I'm getting more comfortable. I feel like I felt way better from playing week 1 to week 2 in a game. What is that noise?
When someone from the team comes near one of us.
From week 1 to week 2. I lost my train of thought, but body, taking it one day at a time. Still getting better every single day.
You felt better after 50 whatever snaps in week 2 than you did after 20 whatever snaps in week 1?
Yeah, that's kind of going to be the theme for me this year. Every week going to get better. Everyone that's ever, tore the ACL, you don't realize how many people actually tore the knee until you tear your knee. And whether it's teammates, old teammates, guys, the APs, the Julian Edelmans of the world, get in contact with them and they tell me every week is going to continue to get better, and just got to continue to trust it and continue to work.
We saw the 41-yard run. How did that feel? And then all the other runs, are you just kind of waiting for the 10 and 12-yard runs to come? It seems like it's either been 4 or 5 or the big one.
4 or 5. Got to keep doing a better job of, eliminating the negative plays. Felt good to, open up, break a big one. But at the end of the day, no points came out of that. Myself and us as an offense, we got to do a better job of capitalizing on our big plays. But the 4 and 5, just keep sticking with it. The 10 and 12s, they're going to come. But I think, last week we ran for like 160 yards. We got a nice little package going on scheme where Dan was able to use his feet. So it definitely gives the defenses something else to account for in our run game.
You asked me about Rust and rhythm last week, coming out of a limited opportunity game in week 1. So how are you with that right now, with getting rid of rust and finding rhythm?
That just kind of is going to continue to happen as the season goes on. Not playing football for a year. Last week I felt like, I know it's going to sound weird, but like my eyes and my feet were moving at the same pace. I was seeing things and making cuts like as the game got on, especially towards the end of the game, a lot better. So just continue to trust it, continue to watch film. When I come out here and I practice, get the most out of my reps, and those are the things that are going to help me to continue to grow throughout the season.
Saquon, is it also a feel for this offense? I mean, I forgot until it hit me this morning that you had one game in this offense last year to get a feel. I know you put in all the work to know that it's not about knowing the plays, but from your perspective, are you still getting a feel for the scheme, what they're asking you to run, how they're asking you to run? Is that all part of it, or?
No, I wouldn't say that. I think the coaches do a really good job of explaining, the scheme and what's to be done in the scheme, what's my role, what I got to accomplish throughout the plays. So I wouldn't say that, but I would allude to kind of going back where you say I only played one game in the scheme, I guess you're saying, meaning only played 1 or 2 football games last year, and not playing for a whole year definitely takes a part, but I don't want to use that as an excuse at all. And that's what I'm not saying at all. I'm just going to continue to keep growing and keep trusting it and just having fun out there. Obviously, seasons start off 0-2, but we have a great mindset within our team, within our locker room, with our coaches, and excited to go out there and try to get a dub in front of home fans and get this thing rolling.
How valuable are the 10 days for you?
Definitely big. Especially like I think I said last week, not ideal for someone coming off of a major knee injury to play 2 games in 5 days, but it is what it is. So I'm happy that I was able to play those 2 games, and like I said, I got confidence out of it. Felt like it grew like throughout those 2 games from 1 to 2, and having those 10 days to get my body right, to see family, to go home, go to Penn State, see familiar faces, definitely just helped the mental part of it too.
How does the running game all goes hand in hand? How do all the changes up front affect you? Like, you weren't working with Bredesen and Price when you were doing walkthroughs in training camp. If I go back to last season, or the season before that, you really only have experience running behind Hernandez and Solder. So how does that all affect you, the idea that the offensive line's never really been stable?
That's a great point. Never thought about it that way, but those guys are stepping up into the roles, and I'm going to continue to get flow with them and continue to grow with them throughout the year. They come out here and they work their butts off every single day, and they have beliefs in the run game, and I have belief in the run game, and they believe in me, and I believe in them. So that's key, and obviously we would love for it to happen week 1, week 2, but it's a 17-week season for a reason. I'd rather not be hot in the run game week 2 and in the middle of the season and the season it fall off. So we got to get this thing going with the run game. I think we found a new part of it. I don't think it's new because DJ showed it last year, but even with this on Thursday, him pulling and the RPOs makes you have to respect someone else in the run game. So that naturally going to help the run game out a lot too.
Saquon, on the final drive, those 2 runs, did you leave yards out there, or did you take what was given to you there? Like, do you feel like if you're 100%, do you do more there? Do you gain more yards there? Or?
I don't look at it that way. I always feel like no matter what, even if I break a 40-yard run, if it's not a touchdown, my mind says, what could I have done to get into the end zone? So I wouldn't say I left yards out there, but I gotta do a little bit more to put us in a better position, whether that's break more tackles or fill it out, read it out better. Those are things that's going to continue to come, and just as an offense, we got to find a way to capitalize on a big play by James there. And but for me personally, those 2 runs got to be better for my team.
Saquon, you mentioned Daniel's running again. Does it bother you, or I shouldn't say that? How do you look at it that a quarterback leads the team in rushing? Is that?
As a competitor, obviously you want to be leading the team in rushing, leading the league in rushing. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you want to win games. And we put ourselves in a position to win the game, and we just didn't finish. And that came on DJ playing a great game for us with throwing the ball and running the ball. And I look at it, it's like I said, it's a 17-game week season for a reason. And I look at it, that's going to help me. There's going to be times the team's not going to just continue to let him pull and take it for 60, 80-yard runs, which he showed you he can do. There's going to be times where that defensive end is going to have to sit and play DJ too, and then that's when I get my opportunity to make things happen and make things shake. So, and not only with that, with me running the ball, with him pulling it and throwing over top, safety's coming down, trying to stop the run. It's going to leave people. It's going to leave our wide receivers open over the middle and running slants and getting open. So we just got to continue to do those things. As an offense, we were able to put up 29 points, but it wasn't enough. We got to find a way to finish and finish games and find a way to come out with a W.
Was it eye-opening for you as a rookie coming into the NFL, as far as on the field, off the field, how to be a pro? Was there a transition that you felt you needed?
I had great vets. Jonathan Stewart was here, did a really good job of seeing the way how he took care of his body and the way how he operated. Eli Manning, Snacks. There was a lot of great vets that we had here. But for me, I think with Coach Huff and Coach Franklin, they did a really good job of when I was at Penn State and knowing my goals and knowing my dreams, what I want to do and what I want to accomplish, of helping me, preparing me, getting ready for the NFL. And I think I've been doing a really good job of that so far, on and off the field, of handling, being in New York, taking care of my body, handling the ups, handling the downs. And I was only been in the NFL going on year 4 right now, so there's going to be more of that too. And I'm just going to stick to myself, be who I am, and just go by that way.
Last one. What'd you have to give Shep to wear Penn State?
He wanted to wear a Penn State. He wanted to wear a 2-6 jersey. I got to find a way to get out there. I had to show him what real college football looked like. The big white, the whiteout. I wish I could take all my teammates, especially my SEC teammates. They have this opinion that their crowds and student sections is different, and I just keep trying to tell them that and that day in Happy Valley, and when it's all white, it's a whole different scene, and he got to see it for himself, but it was fun to go back out there and see familiar faces, see Coach Franklin, and also they got the job done and they got a W.
What do you think about that criticism of your beer pong game?
Huh?
Your beer pong game. Your jump shot there.
Yeah. They only really put my bad shots up, but that comes with it. I think it's a good thing that I'm not good at beer pong right now, to be completely honest. So I'll take it with that. It was fun on social media. It was fun. Like I said, it was good to get back there and see a lot of people. But that was our little break, and now it's time to get back to work.